Hi folks, so that's another board. In this board we are going to use our modes to draw cards, which you don't do every day. And finally there is a Sentry board where we can't open Sentry. So I think here I'll open Silver Chapel. Workshop is going to be pretty nice because you want all the throne rooms. Opening Village makes no sense at all, no sense whatsoever. Opening Bureaucrat makes even less sense. Unfortunately can only get 3 cards here. I'll buy a Workshop here. Can defend against Bureaucrat. Hooray, I'm saved. And let's trash 3 more cards. Okay, great. So I'm not sure whether I want the Sentry or Market. I think it's still gonna be Sentry. And it's great that I can draw it right away. Stretch the copper. I'll keep the Workshop. Trash this copper. Keep this mode down in here. And I would need to get silver here. So let's do exactly that. Trash 1 copper and buy silver. So here we're going to be drawing all our deck and gaining a couple of good cards. Good cards being throne rooms, because you can play throne room on throne room, play mode 2 times and then play Workshop. So I feel like getting another throne room, and well, I can get a village. Let's get a village just for a bit more consistency. It's not like I really need the village or anything. I can just do it with throne rooms and modes and markets, but it won't hurt. Let's throw on the market. Let's do it like that. Well, that was the downside of playing throne room on throne room, because I really wanted to throw on the Workshop. But it's not a big deal. Now let's trash the copper and get a bandit. Opponent gets another market. Well, let's stop the market, so I would like to throw on it. Now I can throw on the mode. Well, I need enough draw. I need more draw apparently. So let's get another mode. And probably just another mode. And I'll buy a market. Might want a second Sentry, because this deck, well, obviously mode is a card that doesn't draw all that much. It's only 2 cards. So, and I mostly rely on throne rooms as villages. So the ability to control your deck a bit more with Sentry is going to be kind of important here, like more important than in a like general. I don't care about the bureaucrat, about the general village Smithy deck. or especially compared to deck which draws itself with laboratories. So my opponent gets a second Sentry, which obviously makes sense, but he should have done it earlier. Let's keep everything. I don't need this chapel anymore, so let's trash it. Let's draw. Let's draw on the market. And I'm going to draw on the market again and play the bandit. Worship another throne room. And here we go. So can get quite a few stuff here. Let's probably get something like a village and a couple of moats for more consistency. Well, that's the problem I was talking about with the moats and throne rooms. So I'll try and buy a sentry here if I can. If I can't, that's fine too. Well, turns out that I can. This turn should be fine. So, yeah, the turn I bought all the markets. One of them should have been a sentry. It's not like that actually made a difference, but it could have been making a difference. Let's just play all the throne rooms. And so you see, I'm trying to draw the cards that give me more benefit. I'm trying not to draw the villages, for example. Right now I don't care about this sentries. In this case, and I could have probably done it a bit differently. And let's get another sentry, some more markets, some more throne rooms, and a moat, something like that should work. So I'm leaving the pile dangerously low, but my opponent's deck is nowhere close to be able to pile it out, so I should be fine. Okay, so that's the game. I guess nothing too interesting would have been happening in the next turn. So anyway, thanks for watching and see you next time.